7 Days of Horror. In a 2019, a boy had a terrifying dream. His house had floors, and on each floor, his family members were dead, their bodies kept in ice boxes. The camera pans across the house, showing each family member in an icebox. The mother on the first floor, the father on the second floor, and the sister on the third floor. But when he woke up, he realized it was just a dream. Little did he know his nightmare was just beginning. It was the year of the COVID-19 lockdown began. The boy wakes up in his bed, breathing heavily. The calendar shows the year 2020. The boy is sitting alone in his room, staring blankly at the wall. He begins narrating the events. On the worst day, my mother, father, and sister took knives and cut their own throats. I watched in horror as blood flowed freely, soaking the floor. But when I woke up the next day, it was as if nothing had happened. They were alive again. The screen shows a graphic scene of the family members using their knives to end their lives, followed by the boy waking up in a shock the next day. The second day was even worse. They turned on each other, stabbing and slashing in a frenzy. I screamed for them to stop, but they didn't. The room was filled with the sounds of their agony. Again, I woke up the next morning to find them unharmed. Scene of the knife fight between the family members, followed by the boy waking up again, terrified. The third day, they climbed the floor of our house and jumped. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Their bodies hit the ground with sickening thoughts. But when I opened my eyes the next day, they were standing alive as if nothing had happened. Scene of the family members jumping or falling from the roof, followed by the boy waking up once more. The fourth day, they forced me, they forced themselves to bite down on live electrical wires. I could hear the sizzle of burning flesh, and yet they came back the next day smiling as if they had no memory of the pain. Graphic scene of electrocution, followed by the boy waking up, now visibly shaken and disturbed. On the fifth day, my mother offered us something to eat. She called it powerful snap, but it was rat poison. I tried to stop them, but they ate it, smiling as they did it. The next day, they were back, laughing as if was all a joke. Scene of the family members eating the poison and dying, followed by the boy waking up it again. The sixth day, they found ropes and hanged themselves. I was powerless to stop them. I watched them sway in the breeze, their faces twisted in agony. But once again, they were back in the next day. The seventh day. The boy wakes up drenched in sweat. He looks around, realizing something is different. The house is silent, too silent. He slowly gets out of the bed and walks through the house. On the seventh day, I knew something was wrong. The house was too quiet. When I went downstairs, I found them dead. Truly dead this time. Their bodies were covered in the marks of the every horrific death had endured. Hanging marks, knife wounds, electrical burns, rat pies and vomit. As the boy walks through the house, the camera zooms out, revealing the mysterious figure standing in the shadows, observing everything. The boy reaches the living room where narrator steps out from the shadows. It's hard to believe, isn't it? The nightmare has finally come true, but this isn't just about what happened, it's about why it happened. What you are seeing is more than just a series of unfortunate events. It's a manifestation of the mind overwhelmed by the fear, hallucination, and mental torment. The boy turns to face narrator, confused and scared. Narrator walks around the room, examining the bodies, calmly narrating the events. Sometimes the mind can blur the line between the reality and illusion. What if these events were not just a nightmare but really created by the mind that could no longer distinguish between what is real and what is imagined? The boy listens, trembling, as narrator continues to speak. As the boy is driven away, he sees his family waving the goodbye from the windows. Narrator is now standing there beside the car, his presence heavy and unsettling. Suddenly, the boy is slapped across the face, his jaws awake, and the scene changes to the bright, sunny day. His mother is standing in front of him, his mom.
Hey idiot, what happened? Why are you staring at the home entrance from school? Come inside.
The boy looks around, bewildered as he enters the house. Narrator is nowhere to be seen. The scene fades to be black. This was not just a story. It was a glimpse into the mind tormented by the fear, hallucinations, and the mental problems. What you have witnessed is the line between dreams and reality, a place where nightmares come alive. Hallucinations can blur the boundaries of what is real, and sometimes the mind can create horrors that no one else can see. Remember, what you see might not always be real. What you dream might one day become your reality.